Daylight, my MVVs, welcome. How a plumber and, a security, one of Ooni of Ife's security, the one who was at the back. This one is not supposed to be in charge of the courtyard, okay? This security guard is supposed to be in charge of, a particular shrine, a deity at the back. How this security guard and a plumber, okay, their main oga has been arrested and, they are in detention right now over Hermaphrodites drama in the palace. Now, here is what we heard. Now, you know that one of the biggest challenges is how these people were able to put hermaphrodite in the courtyard. Now, the courtyard is not an isolated area, right? People are always passing and going and all of that. And so even at night, you will not be able to put anything or go and dig it. You do know that the courtyard is completely sealed and cemented and also tiled. Yeah. And so it's not like a bare ground where you can just go and say, okay, I want to plant something and all of that. That is a courtyard, a royal courtyard, okay? It is the way it is described in the word, okay? And so now, since this drama of the hermaphrodite, the ones that were dug behind and all of that in the flower vase, is not under this level of scrutiny, right? This one in the courtyard is the one that everybody's criticizes, criticizing. Omo grammar no easy, my sister, my brother. I won't bite my tongue. Now, how were they able to bury it there? Now, the people of the palace recall that sometime last year, late last year, there was issue with plumbing, water overflowing, as in they woke up to some kind of flood that, drained into the courtyard, okay? And, if you look at the palace where people are seated, you find out that there are areas where they have like carpets all over the place. Some of those places got wet, okay? And so they have their artisans, like the royal palace has got their own personal artisans, okay? Now the artisans are the ones in charge of everything that happens inside the palace, right? Now there is a plumber who is in charge of the palace as well. Now they called him. When they called him, he now came, he looked at it, and he said that a pipe had broken underground somewhere. They needed to dig. What they did was they started digging. They dug and dug and dug into, they even dug a little into the courtyard to fix the pipe, because there is a pipe that runs water from the other side right over the courtyard on the ground and to the other side, okay? You know how they lay pipes in big, because that's a very, very big estate, palace, right? And that was when they dug. So when they dug, they did the correction. They now sealed everything, and they called the tiler. The tiler tiled everything, right? And now they have go and bring the plumber. The security that was at the back was the one who was there with the artisans that were working. Now, the artisans, we are talking about the plumber and the tiler, right? Now, when they dug, the security guard said he was there the entire time, right? And then they did everything. They said the only time he left was when he left to go and eat. And when he left to go and eat, he came back before the tiler came. When the tiler came, they have already leveled everything. They have already done the preparation. and everything. So the tiler just basically had to add the tiles to do what they needed to do. So what this meant is that it was the plumber that they gave that stuff to put. And that is why Iyanifa is saying that Igbe is going to speak. Now, they said they have arrested the plumber and they arrested that security guard. No, so it was when they were about to arrest the security guard, that the security guard said he left at some point to go and eat, right? Now, they said they eventually left the security guard, and it's the the plumber that is still under police net, because he needed to say who gave him, because obviously it was during that time out that they buried that thing in the courtyard. That because they have looked and they have gone to check camera over and over again. There is no time. Nobody has ever gone anywhere to open or to do anything. The only time something happened around the courtyard was when, the courtyard. As at where we got this information, they said they were still, questioning the plumber to know who gave him whatsoever, who gave him anything to bury there, because that was when that whole thing had happened. Now, according to him also, from what we heard, they said from the very beginning he refused to speak. He had said that it was when he left, because the thing is that it's not just the person who brought it. The person who betrayed Kabi AC, for all the people who are working for the Ooni of Ife, even the artisans, all of them, they took verbal oath to protect him as much as possible. Whether the oath was also written. Why somebody or you will stay there and allow, whether it is whoever, to plant something that you know that might be detrimental to the Ooni of Ife, is what nobody knows. And they said that is why, that it is out of anger that Kabiyesi asked them to arrest that man, because from everything they have seen, all the findings they have done, there is nobody whatsoever, no time. There was like never a time that any other person went there. It was during that period that they planted what they planted there. They said the wahala that is in the palace right now, it is not a small something, no, as we are hearing. Now, do not forget that the following content is based on publicly available information and creative interpretation that may not be factual. Appreciate you so much. Thank you.